What is happening, people? Welcome back to Saeed TV. This is your latest Manchester United news, and it is brought to you by Boo Hoo Man. Make sure to check out Boo Hoo Man, people. Go and get yourself 10% off using the code Saeed, or go in the link in the description below and get yourself 10% off through the link. And listen, man, we've got some more breaking news. Manchester United are moving closer to getting a deal done with Chelsea. That is from David Ornstein, who set again another bomber. You know what I'm saying? When you hear David Ornstein, it's a bomber. But yeah, people, Mason Mount, Manchester United have made a new bid for Mason Mount. It is £45 million plus 5 million add-ons. Chelsea still are looking at 65 million plus 5 million add-ons, but they are apparently looking to find an agreement soon. So it doesn't look like they're willing to kind of maybe, I would say, make the deal a little more favor in the region of 55 million to 60 million mark. We'll have to kind of look at this one, but you know what? For me, I reckon this deal should be done at 45 million plus 5 million add-ons. I don't think United should be paying any more than that, man. He's not worth more than that. He definitely isn't worth more than that when you look at his contract situation. Um, 1 year left on his deal. He should not be worth more than 40 million max. Let's be honest. I don't care about this British tax. I don't care the fact that he's Cobham's finest. I don't care if he plays for England. Listen, I think he's an average player. I'm willing to be proven wrong. Manchester United are going for it. The manager wants him. The manager likes him. It is what it is. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing you can do. When he comes to the football club, we'll back him. Right now, if you gave me your opinion, this does not mean I don't want the player to succeed. It's my opinion right now is I am telling you Mason Mount is average. But if he proves me wrong and he proves everyone wrong, I'm not going to get agenda against him. I'm not going to be like, I want him to fail just because I want to be proven right. That's not the way I run, people. You guys know that. I am always willing to give people the benefit of the doubt. I'm always willing people to prove me wrong. As a fan, that's what you're here for. I'm just basing it on the facts that we've been proven by in terms of what he's done in the Premier League. That's all I am looking at. And that is just the reality, people. But Manchester United are insistent on it. They want it. Ten Hag wants him. And you know what I mean? We just got to hope that he delivers, you know what I mean? And hope that he finds a balance with his football team, with the players that we've got right now in terms of, Luke Shaw, Marcus Rashford, Bruno Fernandes. And yeah, Chelsea are very, very, they're cheeky, man. They want a lot of money for a player who's got 1 year left on his contract, but yet they've been excellent in player recruitment and player sales, sorry, should I say. And what are Man United doing? Man United want to get shagged, but then don't want to be the player that rinses people. Like, I don't understand this football club. Like yesterday, we hear about Zidane Iqbal being sold for 1 million, and then you've got a guy who's got 1 year left on his contract. I'm not saying that the same ability, but it's about the principle. Is that they don't care about 1 year left or 6 months left. Like they say, yo, if you want this guy, you go pay that money. It's as simple as that. If you want him right now, even if it was in January, yeah, Manchester United, if they wanted him and they were desperate, yeah, I still think Chelsea would have got 50 million out of it because they would have been like, well, we can negotiate for 6 months, really, until June. You know what I mean? So that for me, in a sense, is that I'm like, you know what? Bring him. It is what it is, and that's kind of that. In terms of Declan Rice as well, Manchester United as well are about to maybe hijack Declan Rice. People, Declan Rice, who is obviously at West Ham at the minute. Arsenal hot favourites for Declan Rice, but it looks like Man United are ready to hijack. This come from the Telegraph, so a very reliable source, and they're about to maybe add Harry Maguire and Scott McTominay as part of the deal, which, to be honest with you, when you put them two players in there, yes, Maguire is not the best player in the world anymore, and Scott McTominay, for me, has some sort of value in terms of maybe what the manager wants. When you look at Suchek, I think it's an upgrade on Suchek. I think it's an upgrade on maybe that kind of that power in midfield and that kind of that the roaming runs. He might do well for West Ham, because again, it's about just the expectations. Scott McTominay for Manchester United and the expectation that he gives us is not the one. For West Ham, it's a different story because at the end of the day you can base the expectations something differently, something, you know what I mean? And I just think it's more easier for that to happen. But I think overall, I think for me, Declan Rice, I don't see it happening for me. I just can't see Manchester United getting that over the door. I think Arsenal are ready. They want to pay that money. They want to get that over the line. They want to make it happen. And I think for me, they will make it happen. It's again a finer details of agreement. It's a final. He wants to stay in London. To move to Manchester when he's in London already. His family's there. I think it makes sense for me to for him to stay there. I think Arsenal, the trajectory they're in right now, the fact that their party's going, Xhaka's going. He's almost got a starting role at Arsenal. You don't know with Man United because of the way Ten Hag is. Like, remember Casemiro, he didn't arrive to the squad until 4 or 5 games after he came to the football club. So you don't know what's going to go on with Declan Rice and the manager. Right now, the manager's looking for runners. He's looking for people who have energy. And Declan Rice does have that in abundance. But I think for me, it will be Mason Mount, Bruno Fernandes, and Casemiro in that midfield. I don't see United even probably buying another midfielder. It looks scary for me right now that United are not really looking for another midfielder. They're not looking for anyone else in there. Maybe Rabiot apparently is mentioned and whatnot. But again, man, it's we're looking at a situation here where the manager is persistent on a style. He wants high energy pressing, winning the ball from the front, and in terms of technical ability, it's hit and miss. You know what I mean? As long as you've got that P&P nature, as long as you're willing to press and win the ball high up the pitch, which is a philosophy of Ten Hag. He wants people to run up high up the pitch and win the ball high up the pitch and make it difficult for defenders. That's what he wants people. So yeah, but we're gonna have to wait and see how that develops and how that kind of goes. But for now, Manchester United are making a new bid for Mason Mount. People, 45 million plus 5 million add-ons, and obviously Declan Rice. Well, in terms of other news, I think Onana is still things that picking up a little bit. We're hearing more reports from the Daily Mail and from people who are close to Manchester United that David De Gea is out the door. That's one thing to watch out for. In the next, his contract runs out on July the 1st. So I'll be interested to see. This is almost like a judgment week. This is the last week, or is it the last week? No, it is the last week, isn't it? Of June. So hopefully you might hear some news by the start of next week that Manchester United could have not renewed David De Gea's contract, which for me is a massive, massive situation for the football club in terms of where we want to develop, where we want to go forward, where we want to kind of just, move as a football club. Onana still mentioned, Costa still mentioned. I think the keeper situation doesn't really concern me in a sense of who comes in. I think Onana or Costa or David Raya, all of them could do a better job right now of what we need as a football club. Because I feel like for me, passing out from the back, having that calmness on the ball, having that kind of composure, I think it's needed at this football club. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of the new Mason Mount bid. Make sure to like the video, people. Like the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, man, I'll see you on the next one, people. Man, enjoy, and make sure to check out Boohoo Man as well, people. 10% off. Use the code Saeed, and yeah, man, I'll see you soon, guys. Take care, bye, peace.